look around, a nigga wanna play. Every time I look around, a nigga wanna play. Grown ass man look around, they wanna play. Packing like kid, motherfucker wanna play. Body dropping around this bitch every day. Grown ass man wanna play.
What's going on, y'all? Man, today we got Big Poppa, straight out of Shreveport, Louisiana. One of the coldest ever do it, man. Look at we got him in Rich Take a podcast today, man. We're gonna start it out, let him introduce himself, man, and we're gonna get straight to the business.
What up, y'all know who it is, Big Poppa, the 18-wheeler, bottom boy, Fisher, King of Louisiana, whatever you want to call me. It's all love, baby.
Man, already, man. Look here, man. Let them know, man. Like growing up, man. How was it growing up down there, man? From in the bottom, man. I was down there. You know, man. I'm talking about, man. I had a lot of friends down there, man. From Jab, QT, man, Lee. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. I mean, you know, when we were down there, man, it was pretty much the whole everybody down there was family.
I mean, that's how it was down there. Like, I look at the bottom like we were set apart from everybody. Like, I didn't even know about other neighborhoods when I was down in the bottom as a kid, because it was family. Like, I had my family down there, you know, everybody else had their family, but I looked at it like everybody down there was family. Like, I can go to this person's house and eat, change clothes, wear his clothes, take a bath, go to this person's house and eat. It was just one big old family, man, and it was a lot of love back then. Like, we don't got that now. Like, if I did something wrong, my homeboy mama gonna get me right, or his daddy gonna get me right. Or if my homeboy did something wrong, my mama or my daddy gonna get him right. But it ain't like that these days. That's what we missing, bro.
Yeah, that's the same thing I was saying, man. Like in the daytime, man, I remember when we was down there, man, Don, Go, everybody, man, they used to throw the party in the daytime for the kids, man. For us, man, we run around there, we party. But at nighttime, when it's time for the grown folk, we'd have ass in the house.
Man, we had to be in the house, but at the same time, some of us still sneak through there. We ain't go down there where they were. We probably stood on top of the hill and looked down there, you know. But the craziest thing was, like, after that party was over, man, I can remember walking in the field with my grandma the next morning, because she loved Budweiser. She used to drink Budweiser. I can remember her having me and my cousin P. Cooney toting the whole probably trash bag back up Travis Street full of nothing but Budweiser. They done left down there in the coolers and probably still got a slab of ribs on the grill, you know. Man, that's how it was, man. But man, that was the good time, brother, and I miss them, man.
Man, like growing up, man, like, you know, I mean, what inspired you to rap? You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, what inspired you? You know what I'm saying? I know back in the day, man, we were young. Shit, we was all around there. You know, I mean, we didn't hear nobody rapping back in the day. We always had goddamn at the center up there. You know what I'm saying? There was Looney.
Up there with Looney, man. What inspired me to rap? My cousin named Shamika. She used to always be funny in school. Mystical was her favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? So she used to always freestyle or write poems, and she used to always try to get me to do it. But back then I went into it. I used to love football. I used to breathe football, sleep football, study football. I wanted to be one of the greatest. But after our house ended up catching on fire in the bottom in the apartments off Travis Street, and I ended up having to go stay in the Providence house, me, my mom, and my sister. So every Saturday and Sunday, we used to get a free pass, like where you can leave on the weekend from the Providence house. And we used to catch a cab from the Providence house to my auntie and their house. So my mama, she'll get over there, she'll leave me over there for the weekend. She'd probably go back down to the Providence house. So I stay over there at my auntie house. And my cousin named Nook, she had a boyfriend named James Crutchfield. He's from Lakeside. So he used to always sit in there and spit raps. He'd beat on his chest, hit the beat and rap. And I used to always tell him, like, man, I want to learn how to do that. So every time I go over there, he used to always try to teach me how to do it. And one day, I ended up getting this Too Short tape from this dude at Ingersoll. And my mama had this big old radio, so I ended up getting this Too Short tape, and I went home, and I used to cut all the, I used to play it, and I used to cut all the vocals out, while I just had nothing but the bass. That day there, that's when I started practicing, like, I'm gonna learn how to rap. So I kept on doing it. I say by middle school, 8th grade year, 6th grade year, all the way through 8, I kept doing it. I started writing poems. So I had ended up writing a poem about our house burning down, and I had to do it in front of all these big people, the news people, and I made this lady cry when I read it. And I was like, okay, I'm getting somewhere with it. So I kept on going. I say by 9th grade, Flu was the first one showed me how to write 16 bars and take me to a real studio. And ever since then, man, I've been on it. I never let up.
Man. So right now, like, man, I reached out to a couple of people, and one of the questions that they wanted to know, like, when it was the Good Time Road Festival you did, right?
Right.
Man, they want to know how was that feeling after slowing down a little bit? How was that feeling when you walked out on stage and how everything turned up like that, man? Because people like, I got people from the juvenile courthouse calling me like, man, look, I got a different respect for him now, man. When he came out there, how did that feel? How did that feeling go?
I mean, it felt good because I done dealt with that type of crowd before, but that was my hometown, and I felt the love that night. But I was happy and I was mad at the same time. That's why I was talking the way I was talking on that stage, because I just felt like before y'all, and I don't knock nobody. Boosie, that's my dog, you know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody, but I feel like if y'all got somebody in y'all hometown can bring the same, you know what I'm saying, energy
right.
that this person y'all done paid all this money can bring, why go over his head and go bring somebody else? So I feel like when they did that, I wasn't mad at nobody, but it motivated me. I was like, okay, they still looking down, like, because I'm from Shreveport, Big Poppa, they see me every day. They still looking at me, and I feel like they were looking at me as a nobody. You know what I'm saying? I can't point no fingers who did it, but at the same time, going through that process of getting me on this show, I just didn't like how everything went. It was like they was looking at me like I was a nobody, man, and it really kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I wasn't gonna do the show, but I was looking at all the people that was pushing for me to be on this show, and they believed in me and they knew what I was gonna do when I come out there. So when I came out there and I looked and I saw all them people hollering, man, it wasn't nothing but love, bro. But I was like, next time it's gonna be a different, they ain't gonna question what they gonna do. They gonna know one thing, we gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? Even Juvenile told me behind the stage, and I told him, I was like, say, Juve, I was like, man, you inspired me, bro. You was one of the dudes I really listened to, and I used to write my raps off your beats because everything you was spitting, it kind of reminded me of the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Everything he rapped about was real, like it happened or it didn't happen right then. But man, it was love, bro, when I came out there. But I just was like, man, how they just gonna look over me like they gonna go? Even when Boosie couldn't make it, they still swarmed back around, tried to go get Lil Webby.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I know people in Webby camp, and they was like, man, Poppa Webby ain't gonna be able to make it. He gonna be in Amarillo, Texas. I'm telling you that now. So I told Richard that, but I ain't gonna tell everybody Webby ain't gonna make it. Come right out. Well, we gotta move on to Juvenile. Webby ain't gonna make it. And they still skipping old Poppa. You know, but that's a long story.
But shit, you just like, shit, what about me?
Yeah,
you know
what about me, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about me? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot more to it, but I ain't gonna speak on it on this podcast. Right. But it's a shame. Like, you shouldn't do that. If I was in their position, man, I'm gonna get my hometown hero and let them come rock it, because they seen what happened when I came out there.
Right. So man, like right now, like from transition right now to like what I see, man, from the days that we were growing up, man, as the youngsters down there, man, getting in trouble, you know what I'm saying, running, watching the big dog, how they hustle, man, and like I paid attention from you from the beginning to the middle when you was out there, man, you were rapping and everything. Now I look at Poppa, I'm like, man, that's a family, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's transition, man. That's the thing. That's the great part of life, man. When you look at it, man, and say, man, I done went through everything. Now I'm a family man. I got kids. I gotta look out for. And now it's like man, it's just amazing.
Right. Yeah, it's amazing. I've been a family man I've been with my wife 23 years. I've been married 13. So everything, it ain't been a smooth road, you know what I'm saying? But I got homies like y'all. I can come get advice from, man, how should I do this? How should I do that? Before going on my own reaction, like making a mistake, I go ask first. You know, I don't got a problem with asking. Because you know down at the bottom, majority of us didn't have our dad. We didn't have no father figure in that house. We learned.
Mine was locked up.
That's what I'm saying. We learned from each other, or probably learned from the big homies or something like that. But I try, like, far as the family thing, like 3 Feet, he taught me a lot about family, dog. That's
Shout out to 3 Feet.
That's why I respect that dude, man. He the one, man, he showed me how to open my first bank account. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know how to open a bank account. That's the first person showed me how to get it going. So, like being a family man, bro, it's a lot of peace. It's peace. That's why when people used to tell me, man, don't get married, don't do this. There was one thing about me, I never listened. Like, I'm going to see for myself. You tell me to do something, I got to go see for myself. If I mess up, it's going to be on me.
It's going to be on me.
You know what I'm saying? Then I had my first daughter that really kind of slowed me down. Then I had my second daughter that slowed me all the way down. So my daughter, she's 19 now. She in college. She go to Southern. My baby girl, 13. So I just looked at like the way I used to carry myself with women, is like far as trying to handle them and thinking that was the way through life. And once you have them daughters, man, I can't talk to these people like that. I don't worry about it talking to my daughter like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot I had to change about myself. I don't care what people say about it. So the way I changed and the stuff I stopped doing, it, man, it helped me through life.
So like right now, if it's like after growing up the way we did, man, some of the things we went through, you got the youngsters out here, man, like today, man, I think if I'm not mistaken, we had like 3 or 4 people that got shot, some got killed or something like that.
Last night.
Like, man, like if it's something that you can tell the youngsters, man, like what would you tell them right now? If they was...
Man, I never beat around the bush with them. I'm gonna tell them straight up. I got my cousin, he in Angola, he got 142. I got my dog, my brother, Lil Randy, he from the bottom. He in
Shout out to
Angola.
Randy, man. I talked to him the other day.
Straight up, he got a life sentence. I got Fat Man, he in Angola, he got a life sentence. Bro, I'm gonna tell you, you make that mistake on these streets, bro. Once you do it, it ain't no oops. It ain't no oops. My bad. My dad always taught me, out of line is the devil workshop. So when you make that mistake, bro, and you kill somebody or take somebody's life or somebody's son from their parents, man, you gotta deal with the consequences. This a story. I went and seen Randy 2 weeks ago. So it's one little dude who did something out here. He killed somebody. Randy was like, man, I'm on the court. He said, I seen him. He said, I knew his face because I read the newspaper every day. So he said the little dude walked up to him and the little dude asked him, man, you little Randy? And Randy was like, yeah. And so he was like, what's up? And so the dude told him, man, my mama told me to give you this number. Whole time, his mama want to get in touch with Randy to tell Randy, keep an eye on my son down there. This ain't the streets no more. He got to keep an eye for himself. So Randy told him, like, all right, give me the number. But Randy was like, I ain't got time to be babysitting nobody. I'm trying to get home. So Randy was like, the little dude was talking to him, but the whole time he started looking around, paranoid. And Randy asked him, like, man, what you started looking all around for? Man, I know what I did out there on the street. I was wrong, man, but, man, it wasn't for him. It was for his homeboy. Randy was like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with all that. You took somebody, the next big person was gonna be the next big person out of our city.
Right.
Dude had dreams. And Randy say, I told him, ain't nobody gonna mess with you over here while you talking to me, because they know what it is. But when you walk off, it might be a different story. Randy say the last thing he told him, ain't no guns in here, you scared, ain't it? So the little dude said, yeah. So, man, before y'all make the mistakes, bro, think about it. I'd rather see y'all fight each other before y'all kill each other.
Right.
I'd rather see y'all put the guns down, bro, because if you look at it, that's the reason a lot of us still alive from my generation. Like a lot of us still alive. We fought, but right to this day, man, I can go to anybody I had a problem with, man. If I need them, bro, they got this shoulder I can lean on.
Right.
Like these kids, they watching a lot of stuff on the internet and on TV thinking it's peaches and cream, but when they get in that trouble, they gonna be saying like, dang, man, I can't even get out of this. You watching NBA Youngboy, all them, these dudes got the money to get themselves out of trouble. Y'all ain't got that. And majority of them don't got education, so that play a big part, bro.
So how you feel when they say that a lot of kids, they like they are right now because of the parents?
True.
And see, I had a debate with a couple here. I was like, man, I've seen so many people, man, they in the household, mother and father, raise them right, don't smoke weed, don't do nothing like that. But the kids grow up, they do all that, you know. And my thing in my head was, and I can't be wrong, I'm like, we outnumbered, because when they get to school, shit, they got about 15 or 20 friends to hang with, but you got 2 at home, and so they got easy to persuade to do whatever they want to, and us as parents, we can't babysit 24 hours.
We can't. I'm gonna take that back. I ain't gonna say this because of the parents. I'm wrong. I say 80% of the parents, they trying.
Right.
You know, we give them a good household. We give them everything they need. Send them to school. Whatever they need, we there. But it's like you say, it's when they get to school, when they leave us, what they go pick up and bring back to this house.
Right.
That cell phone, man, they play a big part.
A big part.
They play a big part. Like, we can't check their cell phone every 24/7. We can't go through their phone every day. They go to school, pick up this, pick up, you know what I'm saying? They hear this or they see this. Like girls especially. I see a lot of girls want to be gay, dog.
Right.
And I be quick to tell them, like, that ain't good. That ain't good. And when stuff started happening to you on down the line, you want to know why you getting sick. You want to know that. I tell my kids straight up, that ain't good. God don't like that.
Right.
So if you go outside this house and you want to do this, and I done taught you about this, and stuff start happening to you, just come. I'm always be open to talk to you. Just come back and tell me what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter, she thanked me because of that stuff happened on the Cooper Road. She supposed to went to that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
once she woke up and saw them people were dead and got killed, she was like, Daddy, thank you. I'm glad you told me about not going to all them places, just jumping in cars, riding with people just because we hear about they finna have fun over here, or we finna go. I understand y'all in college, y'all teenagers. You gotta get grown. I gotta let you live. I can't control you your whole life, but I'm gonna tell you what's right.
That's right.
I want to feel like I did my part. I know I did my part. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to see this stuff. When I tell you about it, then it happened. I want you to see it, and I want you to open your head up and realize, like, I'm gonna go out my own moves. Just cause such and such going here, I'm gonna go a whole different way. I'm gonna go to the boardwalk while they go here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's a lot, brother. This generation here, wild, man.
And like right here in Shreveport, man, like how is it? I mean, you know, being an artist, like one of the top artists right here in the city, man. You know, it's like they call it the King of Louisiana. Like, man, how hard is it to come out of Shreveport being a rapper? Because, you know, like, we done seen it. We done seen it. I don't know the rap game, the background of what, you know, and like I said, we don't go off of like what we hear. Like one thing I heard, and if you can speak on it, you can. If not, it's cool. They said when you first came in the game, you had a lifetime contract. That you signed a lifetime contract.
I ain't never signed no lifetime. I signed a contract for 6 years with Lava House.
With Lava House, okay.
I never signed a lifetime contract.
Okay.
6 years, but in my contract, I had a part to do. They had a part to do.
Right.
I had my 6th album.
Right.
Who put it out? It wasn't for me to put out. It was for the label to put out. But
Yeah.
I know my dog Manigo was going through some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He never did nothing to me.
And shout out to Mandigo.
None of us knew the game back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I never signed a lifetime contract.
And when you first came in there, man, like I was looking at a video a long time ago, man. How was it when you and Boosie, man? I seen y'all going, man, y'all rapping back and forth. How was it, man? Was you nervous when it did it? How was it?
Oh Lord, I'm the one came over with Let's Freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we in there. When you saw me sitting in that chair writing that verse, I was writing that verse to Ratchet.
Okay.
I had a verse on Ratchet, but I left, went to Shreveport, came back, they took me out. They said I was on too many songs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I never heard that. So me and Boots in there, we in there rapping. Every time he come to Dallas, that's where our studio was. Every time he come to Dallas, he always, man, come up here, I got something for you. So I end up going up there, we in the studio, they come over with the Ratchet beat. He had his homeboy Bleak in there, rest in peace, his baby mama Rochelle, my boy Quick, and me, Manigo, and Funk Dog. So he was like, he did the song, so I was like, man, you want freestyle? He was like, man, I'm gonna send Bleak to Walmart to get a camera. So he sent Bleak to get a camera, they come back. We freaked, the first rap he spit, it was a freestyle. So
Right.
then I spit mine, then he came back with that No Tears Today, Number Kisses and Hugs.
Yeah.
He had already wrote that.
Right.
So now I'm looking like, motherfucker, y'all, I need to let me pick my paper up. And
Yeah.
but the whole time, like I had started writing. I was freestyling majority every Cloud9, Pill Man. Well, Cloud9, the second verse on Pill Man. What's up, man? Majority of my songs I came out the head with. Like I was freestyling, so it wasn't no thing to me to freestyle with him. Like I was ready. Like that's what I wanted.
Man, I done looked at that so many times, man. I'm talking about you went up on all the verses. I said, man, when after Boosie did that last one, I said you come back with that last one. I said, boy, he turned to a monster then, man.
Well, we had some fun. Those was the good days, bro.
So another question, man. Like out of all the artists, man, in Shreveport, which one you feel like? Which one you feel that supports you the most?
Yeah, I mean, with the artists, I never had a problem with the artists out of Shreveport. Like whatever I come out with or whatever I do, they all support me. Yep, they all support me. I give all of them 100% credit on that. Like I never had that problem.
And another question is, man, we got major talent right here in Shreveport when it comes, man, to artists, man, to rapping, singing and everything. Do you think it'll ever be like a big ass collab with everybody that they can just come together like and have one big ass show? You know what I'm saying? Like
it's gonna happen once I get the money and get in the position I'm gonna get in. Once God put me in the right position, I get the right money. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna be the first one to make it happen.
Man, it's a lot of talent right here, man. And I look at like what they did back in the days when all Atlanta boys came on the scene. Man, they took over the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know, man, we got artists right here. You know what I'm saying? I got a few of them on the wall, man. From you know what I'm saying? Hurricane, goddamn. It's a lot of them up there, man. And man, I just feel that, man, if y'all came together, man, one day and do one big show, man, but that'll be awesome, man. To let the younger generation to see that, hey, no matter what hood we from.
I don't know if every artist in Shreveport can say this, but bro, I got a song with every artist that came out of Shreveport from when we was doing it all the way up to right now with the younger generation.
Right.
I got a song with damn that everybody out of Baton Rouge. I got a song, man, I don't know how many songs I got with Ratchet Life, rest in peace. I don't know how many songs I got with Tonka, rest in peace. I got these songs in my email. I barely listen to them because them was my boys. Like
right.
them was good dudes, and I knew Ratchet Life, man. He was the ticket to Shreveport. That dude was something special, bro.
Man, hey, I hear his name. I looked at him on TV and I said, man, like, I think it was one song, you up is up with me or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
up with me. Yeah, man, that dude. I took him. Believe it or not, I'm the first one took Ratchet Life to a show, and I took him to a show in Alexandria, and we was in there. Rest in peace to him, and rest in peace to my boy DJ Pratt the Cat. He owned the club. So I told Ratchet Life, I was like, man, just come to Alexandria with me. I'm like, bro, you jamming too hard. You gotta come. I said, just come with me. So we get down there to the club, and he asked me, what you want me to do? I said, do you. It's your show too, do you. So I told my boy Pratt, I'm gonna let him open up for me. Man, when he opened up and he got on the stage, bro, I swear, bro, majority everybody in the club, man, who is that? Who is that? And I told him from then, I said, man, that's all it took. I said, you on now, it's up. And ever since then, he been rolling. He was doing this thing before I took him there, but I took him to his first show, and that was in Alexandria.
Right. And man, up on your label, you got an artist up on your label now, something like that?
I ain't signed them, but we working together. I don't want to sign nobody until I'm able to help them.
Okay, and after you get through rapping and everything, man, you ever thought about doing like management, promotions, and anything like that?
No, I don't want to. I thought about management, but I thought about managing an R&B singer.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't want to do the rap. I thought about, I got a little cousin, she a girl, her name 318 Mimi, she hot. I got a little nephew, his name Big Op Darnell, he hot. But I'm gonna show him the way, show him everything, the places I messed up in, because I don't want them to mess up. I'm gonna show them the right role, the things they need to do, but I don't want to manage nobody. Yeah.
So another part of the game that we don't know about, man, how does that work? Like when somebody wants you to perform, I know it's like depending on where you at and what I'll come with it. Like they wanted to book you or something to perform like at a party, some at the club or something. Like how that work? They come straight with you, you give them the price and stuff like that?
It used to be, I used to have a manager, but I learned how to do all that. I tell them to come straight to me.
Okay.
I'll talk to anybody. I ain't too professional. I'm gonna handle my business the right way, but I ain't too big not to talk to nobody, because what that person gonna do for that little 5 or 10 minutes on their phone, I can do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that, like, I'm giving him 10, 15% or something I can sit there and do myself. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
when they want to book me, I give them my personal phone number, and they call me and we set it up and go from there.
And so like if somebody wanted to book you now, what number they could reach you at?
Area code 404-201-4649.
Man, and I know the time winding down, man, but before you go, man, like, I look at you, man, that you bigger than rap with me, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that I know that, because I seen you from the beginning to what you're going through, even like from the kids, your wife, everything like that, man. And I mean, I done seen it develop of not an artist, but of a man, a real man, you know what I'm saying, a father, you know what I'm saying, a husband and everything like that, man. And I want to say, man, continue, man, setting them roles, man, and showing these youngsters, man, that man, they can be done. Like you can make it from the hood.
Oh yeah, it can
you know what I'm saying? But they just gotta listen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen. They gotta listen.
Some of them, man, listen to respond instead of listen to understand.
Right.
And man, like I tell them all, man, you need somebody to talk to, man. Hit me up, man. We're gonna try to start getting like maybe 2 or 3 at a time in here, man, talking to them. You know what I'm saying? And letting them know that it's a better way in life. You know what I'm saying? Because man, we losing too many of our youngsters, and when we lose them, don't nobody know why.
Real talk. And man, it's crazy. They be dying behind, man, stuff don't even matter. Like I got one dude, he in the neighborhood. These little dudes mad at him because he listening at another dude's song that they in tour with.
See what I'm saying?
They want to kill him because he listening at they op song. But y'all were just listening at his music too before y'all got into it. Now y'all into it, you don't want nobody from that side to listen at his music.
Man, look, hey,
like it's crazy, bro.
I promise you. I got a kinfolk right now, man. I turn some music on, and they say, hey man, no, I don't want to listen. I said, why is that? Oh man, I don't know what he said, was it 4 baby, 3 baby, something like that. I can't listen to that right now. I'm like, well, y'all tripping.
They tripping, bro. And I can tell you this here, on my spare time, you know where I go chill at?
What?
I got a partner who embalm bodies. I go sit in there with him. I watch him embalm the bodies. I watch him. We sit in there and listen to music. I sit there and do what I do. And majority of the people that come through that funeral home who he embalmed is young people. Young people. I done seen it all. And he'll tell you his name AJ, work at Heavenly Gates. I go sit in there with him just like we in here chilling. I watch him embalm the body. I watch him do everything.
Man, that's crazy.
So, I mean, I had to put myself there because when I lost my cousins, I felt like, I mean, that's another avenue I want to take. I want to work in a funeral home. I want to deal with bodies. I'm not scared of that. You got to be scared of the people that's living. The dead can't do nothing to you.
So after you saying that, man, you think that if you get some of the youngsters and take them to see what has going on, you think that'll change them?
That's going to change their life. I promise. That's going to change their life. That's going to change their life. I done watch him put one of the youngsters, I ain't going to call their name, put their head back together. The side of their head back together. I done watched this. So I know if they go sit up in there with us and sit in there and watch him do this, that'll change their life because it changed mine. It changed mine. And they just need to see it. They don't know. Like, I was one of them. Like, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But I had to take another road or I was gonna be one of them dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? I had to. Everything they did, everything they doing, I done been there, done that. But I thank God for giving me a pass, leaving me out here to have a family, have kids, have a wife. You know what I'm saying? So, man, there's a lot they need to see. I feel like they need to come up with some programs around here, like what I'm talking about. They need to take these kids to the funeral home, let them see this. Get planned trips on the weekend, take them to Angola, let them tour Angola and stuff and see like where they headed. They don't know where they headed, so they don't know what's going on.
Right.
Like if they go see Angola and talk to some of these dudes like, man, I've been here since I was 16. I'm 45 now. I've been here since I was 14. I'm such and such. They gonna have a second thought of life. They gonna be like, damn, I messed up. This is where I'm gonna be at. I ain't no more coming home. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have people telling you when to go to sleep, get up, when to eat, when to take a shower. Man, you don't want that, but they don't know. Ain't nobody telling them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it be. I think a lot of man need to see it, and you know, and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, man. But man, we want to appreciate you for coming by. And you know what I'm saying, man. You know you welcome home anytime, man.
Man, anytime, man. I'm coming.
Hey, it's here. You know what I'm saying. So whenever you have time, man, pull up here. You know what I mean.
I'm coming, bro. One call away, I'm coming, man. I'm coming.
All right, appreciate it.
It's crazy before I go though. It's crazy, man, because I can remember, like, I promise to God, man, I can remember when you coming in the bottom when what you had, a fade or something back
I had
then?
a curl back
The
then.
curl, yeah. The curl. I can remember, dog, I promise, following you and I think it was Zach or somebody through the bottom on Fannin Street. Me trying to hang with the big boys, man. I can remember that, dog. And I used to always wonder, like, before I had caught back up with you through the years, I used to always wonder, like, man, what's Zach and them cousins? I ain't seen him in so long. Then I seen you when you I think that's when you posted your bail bond thing or whatever you had going. I was like, man, that's Zach and them cousins. That's the one I've been asking about. Because I even told Richard there one day, but yeah, man, everything happened for a reason, bro.
Man, coming from where we come from, man, like, man, we seen it all, man.
Man, for real.
Yeah, all that, man. So that made us, man. It made me. I try to go hard every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man. I mentioned him at the beginning, man. From Jab, you know, like, man, me and Jab was down there every day, man. We was down there. Melvin had us fighting in the damn wrestling match.
In the little wooden ring.
Yeah, the little wooden ring up there, man. And yeah, those the days, man.
Play for real, bro.
Yeah.
For real, man.
On this bitch every day.